Do you feel stuck in your business? Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jaslyn Kaur, and I'm a business coach. In this video, I'm going to give you the mindset shifts required for you to quantum leap to your next sales goal for your month. So, for the sake of this video, I am going to take an example of somebody who is earning $5,000 monthly and they want to grow their business to $10,000 monthly. Now, the person who's earning $5,000 a month has a different mindset than somebody who's already earning $10,000 per month. And by mindset, I mean it's more like an attitude change. So, for example, by an attitude, I mean your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. All of these three combines makes your attitude. So, for example, I remember, like not for me, but when you are at a 5K version, right? A part of you still doubts that the 10K thing is not possible for you. That is going to be very challenging. You have to struggle more. It's going to take a lot of time, right? So you have categorized yourself in a box, and it is your job to unravel yourself outside of your box. Now, your thoughts create your reality, right? So right now you are the embodiment of somebody who's earning 5K a month, and that embodiment, first of all, great job. But to go to the next level, you have to sort of be in a chaos, right? Where nothing feels good and you are focusing on every thought you are thinking. Now, I know this is a very tedious process. However, it is the fastest way because if you, for example, you get into, I don't know, let's say you have a coaching business and you get onto a discovery call and the client says yes to you, and then you're like, and you're surprised by their yes, and you're like, you really you want me as your coach, right? So that possibility of disbelief that you are not maybe worth it, you're not maybe worth being hired for that position or for that contract or whatever the case might be, or for your product or for your service. Doesn't matter what kind of business. You could be an artist too, right? Like, it does not matter what kind of a business owner you are. It is so important to understand what you are thinking about yourself. Do you consider yourself worthy to be receiving $10,000, right? Because if you are in a box, maybe you consider yourself that you're worthy to receive 5,000, but if it's $10,000 and you have never had 10K months before, maybe a part of you does not believe you are worthy, right? So it is your duty to unravel doubt. It is your duty to unravel unworthiness. It is your duty to unravel disbelief. Now, all these three things, they come from certain experiences, right? So the first step is you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to ask yourself, if I received 10K now, what would I do? Maybe you'll shut up your laptop and go for a walk. Maybe you'll go and enjoy your weekend. Maybe you'll relax. Maybe you'll not so much worry. Maybe you'll not obsess about the worst case scenario, right? That is going to be your action. So, how can you embody that action now? Because here's the thing, unconsciously, we keep waiting for our reality to change so that we can change how we feel. But first, you have to master your inner reality. Before anything shows up in your business, in your outer reality, you already have to normalize it so much that when it happens, you're like, of course I deserve this. I did the work already. And your mind creates everything. Let me repeat that. Your mind creates everything. It is so important to be super aware of what you are thinking, okay? If you're waking up with a knot in your stomach that, oh, like maybe you have some financial stress or whatever, it is your responsibility to take a piece of paper and immediately acknowledge what you feel. For the longest time, we let that fear run the show, and from that consciousness, we take action towards our business, and it never works because you need to change your energy first. You have to have that level of excitement. You have to have that level of inspiration to create from that beingness, right? So when you have put yourself into a box that, okay, I only deserve this much, I don't deserve the next level, unconsciously, this is, again, I'm not saying you're thinking like, oh yeah, I don't deserve this, I'm going to stay here. No, it's unconsciousness, right? It's unconscious. You are not aware that you're thinking this way. That's why you have to ask yourself these questions. What are you thinking? Do, like, if you ask yourself these questions, give me 20 reasons why you are worthy of 10K months. And if you are struggling to put down 20 reasons why you are worthy, then the chances are that it was not in your awareness that you were worthy, right? The second point that you should ask yourself is, why list 20 reasons why you're valuable as somebody who earns $10,000 monthly, right? So as you're listing these 20 points, you will these two questions are a great test to understand where your awareness is, right? Because you cannot list what you're not aware of. If you're not aware of that you're valuable, you will be having trouble listing those 20 points. And I've been guilty of this too, where somebody has asked me to list like 20 reasons why. And I was just so stuck. I was like, what do I write? I actually was like, do I think of myself so poorly? And it was revealed to me, I unraveled that actually I was doubting myself. So many of us, we wait that we are new business owners, we need more experience. That is a limiting belief. Who said that? You wouldn't have a desire to go for a business opportunity if you didn't know in your being, if your soul didn't know you were capable of being a powerful business owner. So these two questions are really important for you to break out of that box that you have assigned yourself willfully, that I'm going to play small, I only deserve this much. Now, the 5K version of you believes in doing more. Let me post more. Let me network more. Let me do a giveaway. Let me network. Let me interview people. Let me make reels. Nothing wrong with that, but it's going to take a lot of time because the energy behind that is coming from fear. Oh my God, I'm not at 10K. Let me do. Let me make a to-do list. Let me post on YouTube. Let me post on TikTok. Let me post on Instagram. Even just describing all of this to you is making me feel tired. The version of you who's earning 10K a month, that version believes in being. What are you being all day? The game is not about when will I get 10K. No, the game is falling in love with the journey, being in the excitement that it's already happened all day long. You can do your meditation, but if your whole day you are running a program where you cannot relax, where you're so much in fear that you are frozen, where you cannot even take care of yourself, where you are not even having a personal life, that's a problem, right? So being the identity of somebody who already earns $10,000 a month will give you peace, will give you relaxation. And from that beingness, the ideas that come to you in your consciousness, They are going to be in alignment. And you're also going to understand that the 5K version is a little more harsher, right? Like for example, I remember when I had started my business, I didn't believe I had something important to say on Instagram. I didn't believe I had something important to say on TikTok or on YouTube. So what I would do was I would ask ChatGPT or I would ask somebody else that, hey, tell me, I'll pay you. Tell me what I need to write. So I thought I'm not somebody who's creative, but that was wrong. I was really being harsh on myself. And the reason I found out that I was wrong was because on TikTok Live, I would just say what came to my mind, and people would be like, wow, that was really helpful. Thank you. And and my belief got changed because those people helped me change that belief. If you are criticizing your face, your body, you are being selfish. Let me tell you. When you are a person who's mission oriented and you are out there being of service and you're treating marketing and selling as a gift, as a service, that I am whole and this is my gift to you. When you treat that as something that you're giving from overflow, it's a different energy. Now, if you knew you possess something that if somebody hears you, whether it's a video, whether it's a post you're writing, if you knew that that person can change somebody's life, and you are thinking they're criticizing yourself, you're not happy with how your face looks, and you're not saying the thing, aren't you doing a disservice to that person? So when you are criticizing yourself, first of all, you're harming your body. Second of all, you are perpetuating and encouraging self-hate. Third of all, you're being selfish. And I learned this the hard way too. I still have to tell myself, like, Jasleen, you were being selfish. Every one of us has a unique gift. And if you are not going to claim that, who is going to claim that? Nobody's going to knock on your door and tell you that, hey, you have a gift, time to claim it. No. By working on that goal, your gifts are revealed to you and they're evolving. 20 years from now, my gift would be completely different than what it is today because I would not be the same person. I'm changing, I'm evolving every day. So your homework after this video is list 20 reasons why you're worthy of 10K months. List 20 reasons why you're valuable for 10K months. And you can replace your goal. I'm just giving you the 10K month as an example. Let me know if this video was helpful. You are worthy, you are valuable, you are unlimited. Change and overcome yourself. Your thoughts create your reality. It's really important for you to be aware of what you are thinking. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, like, and comment. And I love you. I know you're going to be successful. Mwah.